Hey guys, it's the Drabble Geek here, and welcome to another CAS video. And for this one, since it is now officially springtime, I decided to make some nature-inspired Sims. So I have a male and female Sim, and they're going to be siblings, and I spent a lot of time before really doing this, coming up with names, because I'm just like, I want them to have flower inspired names, but of course there's none really well known male, like stereotypically male, naturey names. And then for the female, I didn't want to name her Rose because that's so stereotypical, right? So I ended up I came up with our guy that we're making right now. I named him Hollis Snapdragon because I was looking through and I was like, Snapdragon, that's an awesome name. And then our female Sim's name, her name is Chrysanthemum Snapdragon, and I didn't actually type that in. I copied and pasted that from the website, so when her name magically just appears, that's why, because there was no way I was attempting to spell that. But these are our flower child Sims, and for the male, I actually had a kind of difficult time with him because you have the stereotypical female image of the quote-unquote flower child, but not a male. So for him, I didn't want him to be super skinny like how you're seeing right now. I was like, because I didn't want him to be like too muscular, but I didn't want him to be too flabby at the same time, because I kind of wanted these Sims to be like out in the nature a lot, so probably not quote unquote doing the stereotypical exercises that one would do, but since he is out and doing stuff in nature, he wouldn't be like too buff. So it was like, because I'm not a guy, obviously, I was just like, I was having a difficult time with his body shape. Then it's just like his clothing wise, I was also like having difficulty with, and like a lot of the clothes I felt didn't really fit the Sim. And it's like, at first I thought that it was based on how I was dressing him, but I think it was just the clothing in general and not how I built his body type, since I kind of want their body types to be as natural as possible, because I know a lot of people do the super skinny Sims and that's unrealistic. And then there's the super buff Sims, which also isn't realistic. And for a Hollis, I was having a really difficult time dressing him because I wanted him to be very in tune with nature, but I didn't want him to be like in his formal wear to be too formal. So like I keep switching it up a bit, but I kind of want it to make it similar to like even in his formal and party wear, like at a moment's notice, like he'll just go out and garden. So like I did some brownish pants for those outfits, trying to make it so like if he just so happens to get down in the dirt doing something, no one will really notice, I guess. It's weird, so it's just like I keep changing them every so often, trying to make them similarly kind of decent, with a lot of brown pants and boots and whatnot. And the first time I saw that green jacket, like the green shirt, brown jacket, or am I thinking of it reversed? I was thinking of Shaggy, and I was like, no, they might be mean. No, and it's like Shaggy has brown hair. I was like about to say they might be blonde, but that's not even right. But like I changed his pants because I didn't like it, and I felt that was more him. I don't know, like a lot of just t-shirts and then a sports jacket over it. I felt that was more him. And now we're moving on to his sister, Chrysanthemum. So I used the genetics thing in the lower left hand side of the screen, so I didn't have to like make her face up too much. Her face just appeared and it was lovely. So like she looks similar to her brother, and I didn't have to do that. The game did for me. Thank you. But she's another blonde sim, but I decided to give her a different tone of blonde, I guess you could say. It's more of a yellow, goldy something or other than a blonde, and instead of like straight dark brown eyes like her brother, I gave her more of a hazel without it being too green, because in my opinion the green eyes are way too green, right? I think they are. And then I try to make her kind of curvy. I don't know how well I did because I'm still learning how to make body shapes well, and for chrysanthemum I decided to go not too stereotypical flower child, but kind of sort of flower child. So for her everyday outfit I gave her a long skirt, not the whatever crap. Like, it looked like a potato sack dress. And I'm just like, why is that a thing unless you want to show some impoverished Sims? And the outfit she's wearing now, we go through a couple of recolors of this before I decide on the one that I actually like. Because I thought they looked really good together, but the colors... Because I guess unless you get clothing from the same exact pack, it's not going to go together too well unless it's black and white, like similar to what we have here. And she also is not wearing shoes because I didn't want her to wear shoes as her everyday. I was imagining her just being barefoot out in the garden because I thought that'd be amazing. And I tried to find some flower dresses, but they felt too heavy and constricting, and I just didn't like it. So I went with this short flowing dress from, I think it's Get Together. Quite possibly Get Together. And then instead of bulky shoes, I decided just to give her some flats, like keep her down to earth, quote unquote. So she wears a lot of skirts in her everyday wear. And then, I don't know, for her athletic, I decided to give her green. And one thing if I were to ever do this again, I might go with more green, because I didn't notice I gave her a slight inkling towards blue instead of green. I mean, they are nature sims, but like especially in her nightwear, she's wearing a lot of blue. And I just love the blue. We'll just go with that. And then for her party wear, I gave her a short floral dress. She has lots of flowers in her wear, and then I gave her the same flats as, like just the same flats, just a recolor of them as she is wearing in her formal. And also because I like the blue and orange together, and I loved that those were two color options, because I love those colors together. And then here's her bathing suits, very similar to her brother's, where she has like the Hawaiian palm tree print on it. And one thing I do with my female Sims is I definitely give them makeup last. Makeup and accessories are usually last, because, well, like if I have a Sim that's more geared towards natural and that shows in her wardrobe, I'll give her natural makeup. But if it's more fancy, then I'll give her a like more heavier set makeup. I guess it works. To me, that's how women in the real life get dressed. They choose their makeup after they see what they're wearing to make sure it kind of goes, right? I think so. And for obvious reasons, I spent more time with her, because I gave her like more of a natural look, but I still worked hard to make her makeup look good. I mean, mine looks terrible. In real life, of course, it looks terrible. And I never wear any, so it was weird. I had a tough time making the blush kind of go with their skin tone. It was kind of difficult, but I think she looks good like it. Because I would love to have more makeup options, I would say, like blush options, because the only other ones are the alien ones from Get to Work. And it's like, unless you have a alien skin or a sim who's really into cosplay, that doesn't really work. And then here I'm just giving more bracelets and whatnot because I thought she'd be a bracelet girl. I mean, there would probably be a whole bunch of dirt on it, but under it, but I thought she would be a bracelet girl. And I try to find some that fit. And we are almost to our turnaround starting now. So these are the last minute looks of the Sims outfits. I think they look awesome. And these are on the gallery. I titled them Flower Children, I think. Or Flower Child. I think Flower Children. But I thought these Sims were awesome, and I plan on doing one more video with them as the focus. Probably that will come out next week, probably on next Sunday, because I want to keep these on the same day of the week. But I have fun making them, although I probably do need more work with guy outfits, definitely. But I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye!